Are there any new trends in lubricants and oils that you're watching out for?
Yeah, a lot of they're moving away from some of the typical additive chemistry that you would find in the products that have historically been there. So, like zinc and phosphorus are your two main elements that are usually making up your anti-wear package. Um, a lot of companies are starting to move away from zinc. The talking point that has typically been fed to us is that zinc can be a little bit more corrosive and harsh on the lighter metals that are coming out in a lot of these newer machines. There's also rumors and talk, but I don't know how much there is that actually verify this. But zinc is one of the less environmentally friendly additives in these products, and so that can be a motivating factor as to why you're seeing it removed and replaced. Um, and so it's not totally it, but there's a slow shift to changing the additive chemistry, removing and replacing with new technologies, also getting away from your typical base oils, so your crude oil base oil, and moving to synthetics, which are completely man-made. They're not derived from those crude products at all, because the machines require such a quality of product. The best way it was ever described to me to think about the difference between a conventional product and a synthetic product is if you have the synthetic product is going to look like putting a whole bunch of marbles together. So those molecules are perfectly identical, smooth, round. They can roll past each other and function well, and that prevents them from oxidating, from breaking apart faster. Whereas your conventional product, it's like throwing a whole bunch of jumbled up different sized pieces with jagged edges and parts. They work together fine, but they get caught up on things quickly, and so they break apart and oxidize much more quickly than a synthetic product. So you're seeing a big shift over to synthetics, and then you're also seeing a decrease in viscosity grades. So products are going down to zero weight, zero 5, 0.30, 540, 530, things like that, where we still have people in our industry, the people who have been here for a while, who are used to seeing like straight grade 30 weight, heavy, heavy products, not multi-grade. So the reason for a product having the two numbers on either end of the W stands for winter. So your first number is how that product is going to function in cold weather applications. So you want it to have to be more fluid, so it can move more quickly in those cold temperatures because things get sluggish when it's cold. The quicker it can get up into those components to lubricate them, especially on a cold start, the more protection you have. So you want that product to function more fluid in the colder weather. Then on the other side of the W is your warm weather application. As things heat up, they tend to thin out. And so you want that product to be able to maintain a bit of a thicker consistency to protect those components. So those multi-grade products can withstand a very large shift in temperature. They will function, in the case of a 5W40, like a 5-weight oil, all the way up to a 40-weight oil in that temperature swing, without shearing off. They'll maintain that viscosity. Straight grade products will not. So your straight grade product is just going to be consistent 30 weight all the time, which is not going to move at all in the winter and not going to be able to get up and lubricate those components. So you're going to have a lot of damage occurring on a cold start, or on any startup for that matter. So yes, so you're seeing a shift to lighter products as well, because like I said before, those clearances, those tolerances in the machines are getting smaller and smaller. So you need a lighter product. There's also a factor of the literal weight of the product causes a bit of, if it's heavier, it's not as easy to move. So it requires more effort by the machine to get flow of that product, which is therefore less efficient and not as environmentally friendly, right? Not as, what's the word I'm looking for here? Like it really applies more to like over the road trucking. Fuel economy is impacted with a lighter weight oil.
Right.
So those are kind of the main things that you're seeing. You're seeing a different changes in additive chemistry. You're seeing things really shift to synthetics, and then you're seeing changes in the viscosities of the products.